Welcome to Frequency Matters, the RF and Microwave Update series. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with my co-host Gary LaRude. In this episode, we're going to take a look at our annual European Microwave Week issue, which is August this year, as the event takes place the last week in September in Madrid for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's a little earlier than usual. So we have a cover story written by Ignacio Montel Sanchez, and he's from the European Defense Agency. And he talks about how the defense agencies and groups there need to work closer together to get more modular and scalable systems for the future. And we also have a nice piece from Helen Duncan, and she does a nice survey of the Spanish RF and microwave market. Takes a look at all the companies and institutions that are doing products and research in our area.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
So what do we have for technical features?
So we've got 4 technical features, one from Rohde & Schwarz, which is a really nice overview of over-the-air testing, which is, as you well know, very important now with 5G because of beamforming and massive MIMO systems. MathWorks also uses that beamforming theme. They talk about spatial multiplexing for 5G wireless systems. That's an interesting article. Then we have an app note from Skyworks on aperture tuning in the handset, and I really didn't understand the architecture that's being used there, so that article was very informative and talks about, obviously, given the more bands that are being incorporated in the phone, and you don't want to have many more antennas for each band, it becomes very important to kind of tune the antenna to the multi-mode power amplifiers so that you get the best efficiency and obviously the longest battery life. So that's a good article. And then we have from our editorial review board another Doherty power amplifier article. We see a lot of those. This one is interesting because they use a compact microstrip resonant cell in place of the quarter wavelength line that goes from the output of the Class C peaking amplifier to the combiner. And the reason they do that is it improves the linearity of the power amplifier while not sacrificing the efficiency. So that, I thought, is worth a good read. So a good collection this month.
Yeah, and we also have a whole section on the European Microwave Week event. There's a welcome message, and that's followed by kind of a summary of all the activities during the week. So we cover the conferences, the special events, and also the exhibition. And then we also have a new product section, so that'll be kind of a highlight to what's coming in the exhibition. And note this year, the exhibition is as large as the one in Nuremberg, which was record setting. So make sure you take time to visit the exhibition. And we also will be helping to organize a Defense and Security Forum like we usually do. So we're working with Strategy Analytics on the Lunch and Learn session, and this is on Wednesday. And that will be followed by our industry session, and we have presentations from Qorvo, Rohde & Schwarz, and Leonardo. And the whole topic for the day is the military and defense scenarios for drones or UAVs, so it should be a great topic.
Yeah, that's a hot topic these days.
And they'll also have the micro apps on the exhibition floor, and you have something going on there, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We're doing a panel discussion of what's the optimum semiconductor technology for 5G systems, looking both at the sub-6 gigahertz and the millimeter wave. And we have a great lineup of panelists. We have OMIC and Qorvo, who will be talking largely about GaN. For the silicon side, we have Sivers, IMA, and Tower Jazz. And then Win Semiconductor will be there to talk about their highly integrated PHEMT process. So we'll basically cover all the semiconductor process platforms, discussing the trade-offs among the various processes.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Yeah.
Lots going on about who has the best.
Right, exactly. So we encourage our viewers to register for the European Microwave Conference. You can do so online at their website. It's EUMWEEK, so EUMweek.com.
And so turning to the news, a couple acquisitions were announced as this continues to be a trend.
Yeah.
Skyworks announced that they plan to acquire Avnera, and they're kind of a specialist in the acoustic area, so they do system-on-chip analog devices, and they do digital signal processing for acoustic applications. They also do sensors and software that's associated with that. So this is really good for Skyworks. It gets them into a whole adjacent growing market and expands their TAM, so I think it'll be really good for them.
That's right. So interesting move on their part.
Yeah, you see all these bigger semiconductor companies now are very diversified compared to what they used to be. You know, the Qorvos, ADIs, MACOMs, Skyworks, you know, they do power management, IoT, networks, MACOM's doing optical, so they're all really spreading it out. And we also had an announcement from TTI, and they plan to acquire the RF and microwave distributor RFMW. And I don't think this will have any effect on their business. They're just going to become a brand within this semiconductor group of other distributors that they've acquired. This is, I think, this is the 3rd distributor they've acquired. And our friend Joel Levine will still be at the helm, so it shouldn't affect too much as far as we see physically in our industry.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. So it'll be interesting to see how it develops.
How about you for news items?
So news items, the much watched Apple reported their quarterly results. I think they must be the most tracked company in the industry. Their third quarter results, they reported $53 billion in revenue, which was a nice jump, 17% above the prior year's quarter. They shipped about 41 million iPhones, which was just 0.7% more than last year's quarter. However, IDC reported that they actually gained share in the US and China, which are two key markets for them. And then they guided that the revenue in the next quarter they expect to grow by 15% sequentially, so that was good news as well. So I think their outlook is great. Companies like Broadcom, Qorvo, Skyworks certainly are benefiting from Apple's success. And the market analysts loved it as well because their stock market value topped $1 trillion. The
first one to trillion.
The first U.S. company to do that. So it's good to see Apple continuing to have success.
In other events, our EDICON technical session program is now online, so you can find that at ediconusa.com. One thing of note, we have a great 5G program. We have a track all day on the first day, and we'll have presentations from ADI, Qorvo, ETS Lindgren, NIAWR, Remcom, and ANSYS, and that will be followed by a panel session that I'm organizing on the best RF architectures for 5G. So should be a good day.
And I'm working on a panel session. This will be our third year in a row at EDICON, talking about autonomous driving. And that's always been very interesting because this market, as you well know, is moving so quickly. The technology is moving quickly, and people are actually starting to deploy self-driving cars now. So
yeah, it is amazing how quickly it's happening.
Yeah, so we'll get an update on that. The other thing we want to mention, registration is open for EDICON. We want to encourage everybody to take advantage of that. And if you register for the full conference before the end of August this month, you get a special rate of $299. That's our early bird discount. And also, I think it's nice for $199 if you were a past attendee of EDICON at the conference, you get a discount for $199. So that's good.
The alumni discount.
The alumni discount. And of course, if you pre-register, you can attend the expo for free if that's all you want to see. So check out at ediconusa.com, see the technical program, and register there. So I think that about wraps it up.
It does.
So we want to thank you for watching this episode, and we want to thank MACOM, our sponsor, for making it possible. MACOM is your partner from RF to Light, so be sure to check out their wide range of products and see what they're doing. They recently did a webinar, and that is available on demand, so you can check that out as well. And thanks for watching, and until next time, we hope you're enjoying the summer.